All right, guys, it's going to be an interesting few weeks. If you'll notice this red clay, I am back up outside of Atlanta, about 40 miles north, not too far from Cartersville, Georgia, up here in the red clay. And if you guys remember a few months ago, you saw my video, we put in a retaining wall down at the bottom of this hill and did some grade work down here on this property. It's a good friend of mine. And we're putting in another retaining wall. And if you guys can see, this hill here has got a lot of erosion on it. And my buddy's had a hard time getting any kind of grass to grow here. And to keep this vegetation, or get any vegetation here to keep the erosion down. So we're gonna put in a block retaining wall. Not a stone, we did stone down there, but we're doing actual like the block that you see, like the normal brick block. We're gonna have 3 courses. There's gonna kind of be one that goes right here, and then there'll be another tiered one up the middle, and then another one at the top to kind of hold this bank back. And then so he can have some trees and stuff up in here as well. So we're moving this mulch. The wall is going to start right about in there where the loader is. We're moving this pile of mulch out of the way. And we're going to come in here and cut our initial bench in and work that down and see how it goes. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I've never built a retaining wall before. And we're also going to be doing a pond down here as well. I've never done anything like any of this, but between me and my buddy and his father-in-law, we're gonna try to figure it out. So his father-in-law is a really good skid steer operator, and we're gonna try to figure this out. We've got some crush and run right here for our footer. We had 20 tons delivered this morning. And my buddy's got this little Bobcat backhoe with a 12-inch bucket on it. We're going to use that to dig our footer. So we're getting ready to get this thing started. Okay, so this is our initial brick line here. And then we got a 2-foot offset off of this, or roughly speaking 18 inches for our backfill, for the gravel backfill. So what we're going to do here is, Donnie and I are thinking that we're going to use the mini to make an initial bench here, the initial cut, and then once we get a nice flat spot here, we can just get the loader on top of it and start working our way in, and just cutting it out, and then we'll put the spoils down there. And once we get our grade, I got the laser set up too for our grade, and once we get our bench here cut down to grade, we can just work it all the way across, and then we can come back with the backhoe, get it in here and dig our 12-inch footer and start backfilling and compacting that with the crush and run. So that's the initial plan. This lower wall here is just very small. It's just going to be kind of like a small little wall that's going to run along this, kind of curve out along this driveway here and in right about there or so, just to kind of hold this whole area here. But this wall is going to run all the way the length to the end of the garage down there, and then the upper wall will do the same. So we have got an interesting project here today. Well, actually, I'm sorry, this is our wall here. That's the lower wall. I keep getting these mixed up. That's our lower wall. This is our mid wall. That one is the upper wall. We're using arrows in the ground, real professional. Real professional, right, Donnie? Yeah. So these work really good if you don't have any stakes at hand. So we're getting ready to get started. We're moving a couple little trees out of the way, and we're going to get this thing, get to digging. wheels here to make our flat spot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Gotta go 13 inches? Okay. All right, guys, we've got our initial cut done. Got pretty much down to grade right here, roughly speaking. The plan is to make more short work of this. The skid loader can move more dirt than this thing can. So we wanted to get an initial cut, get our benchmark, roughly speaking, and then I could kind of dress this dirt down a little bit so we could make a ramp to kind of get the skid loader in here and get it on here and start just working it parallel down this line and let it hog the dirt out. It'd be a lot quicker than having to use that thing to rake it all out. That, I mean, that thing, even without a tooth bucket, it'll make quick work of this, especially since we got what we get, like 1.5 inches of rain Sunday night, and so the ground's got plenty of water in it. It's not too hard and it's not too rocky. A little bit of this kind of shale stone in it, but it breaks up very easily, even with a bucket that doesn't have teeth. So we're gonna get the boss man to come up here and take a look at it and see how we're looking. But that's the that's the plan. So see how it goes. All right, guys, end of day one over here. So we got this top part cut in, and got our footer line drawn in. So this is where our footer is going to go. And then we got our second cut in done. This has a step down right here. So we're stepping down, coming down here. And so this will all be one wall. So we've got to be pretty kind of exact with our footers here to tie this in when we get the block up to here, to tie it in to keep going. And then it'll keep going down to that corner down there. So took the mini through here, got everything basically to grade within about a ½ an inch or so. So most of this through here is all good. That's all good up there. So we should be pretty good. We shouldn't have too much play with the depth of our footer across the top of the ground. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know how much work we're going to get in tomorrow because it's going to start raining tonight. Pretty much rain all day tomorrow. And we're supposed to get about a ¼ inch of rain. So we'll see what happens. You know, I really don't know if we're going to get any work done tomorrow. And it rained all night Sunday night. And so today was just finally starting to get dried out. And now it's going to rain again. But we're making progress on this. Like I said earlier, never done a retaining wall. My buddy has never done a retaining wall. His father-in-law has never done a retaining wall. So we're all just kind of theoretically we know how this goes, but we're just kind of working our way through it, and just gonna see how it goes. So first time for everything. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased. I think everybody's pretty pleased with how it came out so far. Got this initial bench cut in, and then this will be a good learning trial, because after we do this one, we have another one to put in up here along this top where that arrow is sticking in, like I explained before. So this will be a good learning trial. We get this in, then we can start that one and cut that one in. And then we got the lower one down here to do too. And so the lower one's just going to start there and kind of curve around and go to about right there. So that's it. So I'm really interested to see how it's going to turn out. I think it's going to be great. We'll get all the kinks worked out, and it should be pretty cool. So hope you guys are having a great week so far, and I'll catch you later.